sound lingers. Please stay tuned.
Stellaron hunters. The General was merciful enough to let you live, but you haven't shown the slightest bit of gratitude. Why are you here?
Because she was struck by my spirit whisper. My powers of suggestion are capable of convincing people to accept my orders, all without a second thought. Defeat this little boy and your mission is over.
You witch!
Eternal. Danger approaches. As you wish.
Come get me! Take your positions. Let's improvise.
I'm okay.
You're all in!
Life is not built here. Some value, I suppose.
Dreams do come true.
The compass. How's this taste?
So this is the warmth of life.
Still the same old.
Slice like my friends. Indulge yourselves! Time to mix things up.
Great teamwork.
There's more to life.
Let's improvise.
In the mood for another beating? How's this taste?
I shall remember this warmth as you wish. Embrace a new life.
Cut through the ranks.
Existence is unity.
Stay in step. Sword, heed me. Still the same old.
Please cherish this time. Darkness, leave me.
Slice like my friends. Indulge yourselves! Time to mix things up.
So this is the warmth of life. May death protect us! I feel.
If it weren't for you, that kid would have had me and Blade in the shackling prison in no time. Of course, Sam and Silverwolf would have broken us out, but Blady would have been gravely injured, and our relationship with the Cienjo would have been damaged beyond repair. If possible, I'd like to avoid that kind of future at all costs.
Can I leave now?
Yes, the Mara in you is temporarily suppressed. So long as you avoid overstimulation and familiar faces, you shouldn't have a problem. Wait, you're not leaving?
I am sorry, Kafka. There is a person to whom I am greatly indebted. I must see them.
Then it's in your hands. Elio didn't say anything about what happens next. Thank you for coming to my aid. I appreciate it. Our paths will cross again.
I remember you. You once followed Kafka, didn't you? There was a time when she was on a mission. You were next to her. I remember. I've yet to see anyone follow her for as long as you did, and live to tell the tale. Every Stellaron hunter has a deal with Elio. I do not know the nature of those deals, but I do know that Kafka and I agreed to take orders from Elio. She must have sought something extraordinary. Everything she does comes at a great cost. She will have done many things to keep you alive until now, young one.
This place is rich with the sweet scent of flowers. Can we stay here for a while longer?
Cultured people love visiting here. Do you know why?
I don't believe in ghosts.
Need your extractor cleaned or your star skip serviced?
Oh, so you are. And these would be Miss March 7th and Mr. Yang, I presume.
That's right. I'm the first one. He's the second. We're here to help.
March, try not to sound too excited. We're here for work, remember?
You're the one getting excited. My first detective case. Finally, my intelligence and wisdom have a chance to shine.
Miss March, Mr. Yang, I've been looking forward to meeting you. Make yourselves comfortable. It's a threat.
Let me take a look. So these are the suspects. Uh-huh. I see. What's wrong, Mr. Yang? See anything fishy?
Who's he? I'd like to see more information on him.
Which one? Let me see.
I thought we talked about copying people.
I don't have any concrete evidence, but I think he's worth checking out.
Oh, him? I remember him. He's a traveling merchant. He trades throughout the universe. Knows a thing or two about remedial arts, too. He registered himself on the Xianzhou as... what was it again?
Locha. His name is Locha.
That's right, Locha. He came to the Xianzhou with a huge box this time. Some sort of funerary contraption. It had a funny name. Something to do with coughing. It was pretty conspicuous. I had to ask him about it.
Coffin. It's a tool that certain non-Shenzhou travelers seem to use in death rites. I'm guessing our guests here might recognize it.
I swear he said coughing. Anyway, we checked him out. His record on... As for this caffeine thing...
Coffin.
Yeah. Either way, it definitely had something to do with funerals. There are lots of travelers on the Lafu, each with their own star system and death rites. I guess that must be Locha's line of work. Is there something up with him? That's complicated. Come with me to the Foursquare mirror. It'll be easier to explain. Exalting Sanctum is one of the Lawfu's crucial central cities. The higher-ups are very concerned about security issues here. That's why there are so many Psycranes stationed in the area. Lawcha arrived on the Lawfu a few days prior to the Ambrosial Arbor's resurrection. Up until the day before the resurrection, there was nothing suspicious about his behavior.
I figured it out! The day before the resurrection, he appeared near the Ambrosial Arbor with a Stellaron. Oh yeah, I guess. You're pretty smart. Sometimes.
You lot are enthusiastic, I'll give you that. The reason I mentioned the day before the resurrection is because we have no idea what he did that day. The resurrection brought about unusual yin-yang phenomena that caused the entire Psycrane system to malfunction. The image data from the day of the incident is beyond restoration, and the data from that day before was badly affected. We will, in due course. But we can't be too general. Specific questions are key. Not to mention, without a clear suspicion, it would involve multiple interrogations. So, if you feel this Lawcha is suspicious in some way, make it known. Then I can arrange for his detention and interrogation.
How should I put this? He just looks kind of...
Mr. Yang, you were going off of his appearance this whole time? I thought you had some super secret thing up your sleeve. Didn't... Exactly! Huh? Well, wait, that's not the point!
Sorry. What I mean is... it's difficult to explain, but my instinct tells me this Lawcha is involved somehow. Apologies. I realize this is personal speculation.
That's all right. Instinct is an important part of any Realm Keeping Commission investigation. There are times when my gut tells me something's not right. And be that as it may, as an official, I can't go bringing someone in based on a villainous appearance.
Because if a complaint led to his dismissal, it would leave a blemish on his resume, making it difficult for him to advance his career for the next few centuries.
No! What are you talking about? Anyway, if you want to investigate, I can grant you access to the Foursquare mirror.
Isn't it inappropriate for an officer of the Realm Keeping Commission to assist the public in investigating someone?
Not at all. Make sure you don't leave the commission. Just help them check the Psycrane footage. Keep me updated on progress. If you find hard evidence, I'll be there in a flash.
We're thankful that you're entrusting this to us. We'll keep it by the book.
Don't worry. The Express crew keeps its promises.
Jingyan, over to you.
Understood. This might take you some time. Come and find me when you're ready.
We may be... Yup! I've been familiarizing myself with the Angler mystery lately.
You have good taste. I didn't think you would...
A fellow reader!
No.
Oh, I see.
I can...
Wow!
Sounds like you really...
I can bring up the data anytime. All right, follow me. As official Dahao mentioned, the Arbor caused unusual yin-yang phenomena, which affected the entire Psycrane system. We lost a lot of video footage, and for the image data we recovered, the timestamps are all jumbled up.
So we have to clean up and reorder the footage ourselves?
Exactly.
This is your forte. Over to you. That's right. And you're the sidekick. Now, what do you think? Sure. Which one do you want? Let me see if this order works. Lucha exits the star skiff, enters Exalting Sanctum, goes into an inn, and puts down his luggage, including the coffin. Then he goes to Spare Time Bookshop, but doesn't buy anything. Finally, he leaves and...
The logic in this is sound. Looks like the correct order. Nice work.
Nice work indeed. You're sidekick to a genius detective after all. Where does this corner lead to?
I checked the map and found a gate in this open area. Look, there's a small dock on the other side.
Why would he leave Exalting Sanctum via a secluded dock?
I don't think Mr. Luocha could have departed from there. The dock you're referring to is Yunsho Crag 999. It belongs to the seat of divine foresight. That's why that gate is almost always locked.
The key question is, when did he leave?
I can find out, but you'll have to wait a while. Most of the footage was lost, but at least there was a whole day of recording.
Understood. Thank you.
Thanks so much!
Your assistance in this matter is what requires gratitude. Thanks for waiting. I checked all of the footage we have of the open area. I say all. A lot of it was lost.
Are the corrupted parts recoverable? Can we...
For some of them, maybe. But I can't guarantee anything.
Thank you. Did you find anything in the remaining footage worth paying attention to?
Only that someone left the area through that exit around 2 hours after Luocha's appearance here. Luocha's nowhere to be seen, though.
Uh-huh? Isn't this a scene from The Angler Mystery? The Angler Mystery, the novel!
Now that you mention it...
I'm not sure I follow.
The Angler's origin story, of course. He's a healer from the Alchemy Commission who gets on the wrong side of a mysterious organization called the Tea Society. The drug has the same de-aging effect as the Vidyadhara's hatching rebirth. It wouldn't. In the book, the drug only de-ages the body. It can't repair damage to the soul.
Hatching rebirths are specific to the Vidyadhara.
It's just a novel. Who knows if something like that could happen in reality?
Sufang, the author, was a medical assistant in the Alchemy Commission. The medical principles of the novel are strictly grounded in reality.
True. If someone from the Alchemy Commission was suggesting it could be done, then there's always a possibility.
So, March, what you mean is, the two people in dark clothing are Tea Society agents, and the child is a de-aged Luocha?
What if a crazy angler mystery fan decided to commit a copycat crime? Luocha gets turned into a child, then follows a mysterious duo in black.
The child in the footage has black hair. Luocha's hair is blonde.
Maybe he dyed his hair.
Hold your horses, everyone. I recognize this child now. That's Yinshu, the young shopkeeper at Spare Time Bookshop.
Too bad, March. No de-aging, no angler.
No, this is completely different.
The Psycranes weren't able to get a clear look at the two people in dark clothing. Let's ask Inshu.
I'll keep trying to recover the lost footage.
All right, let's go!
Drop by the Realm Keeping Commission if you need help.
see the shopkeeper.
Business hours aren't over yet. She should be nearby.
Okay, let's go.
Wait, so you're still reading traditional literature?
A new edition after so many years? Looks like I made the right choice coming to the Lawfu. Are you manning the counter for the young shopkeeper of spare...
Huh? Young shopkeeper? You mean Young Shu?
Can you please tell us where she is?
Why should I?
Because we're asking nicely.
I can tell you. If you pay me 500 strails.
Pay you? What is this?
Come on. No one ever tell you that information and intelligence are the most valuable commodities?
This guy doesn't seem like the negotiable type.
Oh, you dare threaten me? Do you know who I am?
The question is, do you know who we are?
Oh, you mean like the one in that work of fiction? Who are you trying to kid? Sounds like a pack of lies. Dang it! Am I in trouble? Better to live and find another day. I'm not stooping to your level. Inshu said she had a
About time you saw the light. Come on.
Emerge from your cocoon.
You're easy to spot. Are you going to MOLY? Was it that obvious? But the more the merrier, right? I go out all the time to see patients, so I know the food establishments around here like the back of my hand. And if you get into medical trouble... Huh? Hurry up! Do you want the snacks to sell out?
Are you Yinshu, the shopkeeper at Spare Time Bookshop?
Yeah, that's me. Can I help you?
You're heading back to the store, right? Let's walk and talk.
Oh, okay. Let's go. That footage, I remember that day. After I closed up the store, I walked around for a while. I was looking for a place to read. I found that empty area. It seemed like a good reading spot at first, but then I noticed two people dressed in dark clothing, and a blonde outworlder hanging around. Something didn't feel right. So I left.
So you just happened to be going the same way.
Sorry. I was only trying to find a place to read. I didn't pay much attention to him. All I remember is the two people in dark clothing. They smell pretty bad.
On the contrary, any information you can give is valuable. Thank you very much. Still, according to the Cycrane recordings, Lorcha's final stop before heading towards the open area was your store.
My store? Spare Time Bookshop? You're sure he came to... Oh, that's right. He came in, looked at a few titles, and then handed one to me. An old paperback. Everything seemed normal, but after paying for it, he immediately tore off the title page. I was shocked, but he was... After that, he just left the book on the counter and went on his way. I can't believe I'd forget something like that. I guess...
So, what was...
The Angler Mystery. I was wondering what to do about it. I can't sell a book without a title page.
Mr. Yang's instinct was right all along. Locha is a villain. How could he... If I knew the answer to that, wouldn't that make me as evil as him?
Let's not get ahead of the How, and the others are probably not aware of what that dangerous object might be. But we know for a fact that it's the Stellaron. I think that by removing the page, Lorcha may have provided us with a key piece of the puzzle.
I don't understand.
Exactly. I think Lorcha may have friends on the Luofu, and they're using the title page to communicate.
That makes him even worse!
I'm afraid evil plans are still within the realm of speculation at this stage.
So, is this a dead end? That's more like it.
So, we now know what time Lorcha left the open area.
Nice!
Yes. According to the Cycrane recordings, he left the area 2 hours after he entered.
Strange. Why spend 2 hours in such a confined area? Maybe he spent all his money on Star Taro bubble tea and couldn't afford a hotel room.
Oddly specific, March.
It's a shame no Cycranes are installed in that area. We still have no idea what he was up to. Psst. I know Mr. Yang never wears his heart on his sleeve, but do you get the feeling he's a little... restless?
Remember, we're talking about different worlds here. However, I can't deny I'm a little worried that what happened to my home world could befall this place too.
How does he always hear us?
Well, I'm afraid I have some other business to attend to.
Thanks for the help, Miss Qingyan.
So, what did Lorcha get up to during those missing 2 hours?
I think it's high time Detective March took the gloves off.
Oh? And what do you have in mind, Detective? Fieldwork?
That won't be necessary, Mr. Yang. As the Yang... I'll quote the angler again.
Well, seeing as you're so confident, let's give your idea a try.
Yay! Ready? Okay, here we go. Right. I'll be using the angler's deductive method. Reconstruct what happened from the bad guy's perspective.
And now I'm Locha.
Quit messing around. I'm thinking. Oh, almost forgot about that title page. He took it with him, so it must have had some significance. Next up, I need to have a look at that map, Mr. Yang.
But Miss Jingyan mentioned that gate is a military asset.
You think that would stop the likes of Luocha? What kind of...
You think a lock like this can stop a girl like me?
Fine, I'll be me. You guys will have to imagine his lines instead.
Such a rudimentary lock. Easy pickings.
Even if Locha was able to unlock the door, what was his goal?
His villain friends must have been waiting on the other side to buy the Stellaron. He went to meet them.
Now that I think about it, something's not right. Why would they rendezvous at a military airfield?
Because, well, we're too long. Fighting to understand bad guy logic.
Hold on. This would have been too quick a route.
And what's wrong with a quick route?
What's wrong with the quick route, Mr. Yang?
We're trying to uncover what Locha did during those 2 hours. But even if he repeated this route 20 times, it wouldn't have taken him that long.
True. He must have had a tougher journey than I imagined.
You look like a tasty morsel. Those who dare to enter here must face a delicious fate.
Ha! Your eyes are bigger than your stomach, foul villain!
Why is the monster talking now?
You know, just a little dramatic effect.
I'll see you off.
As you wish. Existence is unity.
Step up, let's time to mix things up.
I feel much better. Nothing. Receive divinity.
So this is the warmth of life.
You chose the wrong enemy.
Who's here? There's more to life.
In the mood.
I'll see you off.
I shall remember this night. Please cherish this time.
Was that the wind? Let's wait and see.
Repay. You chose the wrong enemy.
You two will head to the nether realm. As you wish. Some value, I suppose.
Rice like my friends. Indulge yourselves!
monster layers in black market spaces, I doubt the Lawfu has any of that.
Is it really so far-fetched? We're hoping that Luocha came here to sell the Stellaron to a bunch of cutthroats. The Angler is both a detective and a fighter. Anyway, it's not like we're gonna be able to conjure up exactly what Luocha ran into.
I suppose that makes some kind of sense. I try to go with the flow.
I didn't expect this place to be so treacherous. I'll need to be on my guard going forward. I wonder, just who is the buyer interested in the Stellaron? The buyer is waiting there. Time to head over.
Plausible. Looking at the map, this place is well hidden.
Stop right there. State your business.
No, that's Puar, the Tea Society's gatekeeper.
Isn't Puar a type of tea?
That's right! He's a member of the Tea Society, so naturally he chose a type of tea as his alias.
Hey, I'm talking to you. What's your business here?
Can you tell him to be less aggressive?
Oh, sure.
Excuse me, sir. May I ask whether you're here on business or...
Never mind.
I have a delivery for your boss. I need to give it to him in person. If you could let him know I'm here.
Delivery? Ah, yes, the delivery. The boss is waiting for you.
I wonder if Luocha has something prepared for this moment.
My apologies. Truth is, I work undercover for the Realm Keeping Commission. I have important matters to discuss with your boss.
Working undercover dressed like an outworlder? You think I'm stupid?
March's logic does seem to improve when it comes to minor details.
I'm always logical.
That's the code. So you're the one. Wait here a moment. I'll call.
Take your time.
Puar takes the page and goes to find the boss. Before long, Luocha sees an imposing figure walking towards him.
Boss, this is the one. He brought the delivery.
I'll be the judge of that.
I couldn't think of anyone else to be Mr. Yang's boss.
This is our boss, Startaro Bubble. Let's see this delivery and make it snappy.
So what? This is the Tea Society, remember?
Not before I see the money. I'm sure you understand the rules of such a transaction.
Save it. Show us the goods first.
Easy now. The item in question is extremely dangerous. It's understandable that our friend here wants to take extra precautions.
I'm not sure Pom Pom is the best casting choice for a gang boss.
It kinda works, right?
Puar, give him the money. Happy now? Ready to hand it over?
Be careful. Dangerous is an understatement with this item.
Yes, you will. Permanently. Puar, get rid of him.
Oh, this was all going so swimmingly.
Selling a dangerous item to me makes you my accomplice.
When it comes to minor details, March can be very logical. Speaking of which, when did I turn into an Arumaton?
That's Puar's little secret. He transforms into an Arumaton in dire situations.
Okay.
Huh. And there I was, thinking you gangsters still had some decorum. Don't get complacent.
Life is not so fragile. As you wish. Some value, I suppose. Existence is unity.
How's this taste?
I feel much better. Nothing major. Receive divinity.
So this is the warmth of life. Who's here?
Thanks, pal.
Repay. Major.
In the mood for another beating? Time to mix things up.
Embrace a new life. Return to dust.
I'll see you off. Eternal sleep is not the end.
And return!
Darn it! This isn't over!
Fights like these don't go unnoticed in Exalting Sanctum. Cloud Knights could show up at any minute.
And so Luocha has to make a break for it. But where to?
That was... Hey, stop right there! The wind?
Halt! Who goes there?
Uh-oh. His only escape is...
Climb aboard, Luocha. Time to get out of here.
So Luocha hopped on a star skiff and fled with the help of his accomplice.
So, who was piloting the star skiff?
I'm not sure either. The pilot didn't show themselves, so let's just assume it was her. Too many faces, too small a budget.
March, as much as I enjoyed your deduction, I do have a few. For example, if Luocha took flight from the dock, how could he appear in side crane footage 2 hours later? Also, the dock is a military installation. The Cloud Knights would be on the scene at the slightest disturbance. Last but not least, even if Luocha did encounter all of the troubles you described, it wouldn't have taken him 2 hours to...
You're right, mister. You know what? Time for some field work.
That might be the best approach.
Drop by the Realm Keeping Commission if you need.
Excuse me, officer. We're looking for someone.
He's got blonde hair, and judging by the way he's dressed, I'd say he was an outworlder.
Traveler with blonde hair? Could it be?
He saved our life.
Since when did we start sharing a life?
Backen, we're not rehearsing.
Excuse me, gentlemen. Would this blonde-haired, life-saving outworlder be...
Oh, that's him!
Mr. Luocha. He rescued both of us.
Can I ask when this rescue occurred?
It was the day before the Ambrosial Arbor came back to life.
We were planning to thank him properly, but in the aftermath of the Arbor incident, we never had the time.
Are you two... the people in dark clothing?
Dark clothing? Ah, I know what you're talking about.
We fell into a ditch.
Wait, what?
There we were, looking for a spot to practice.
I lost my footing and slipped right in. My associate here, Fourth, yelled after me, "Don't panic! Fourth's got your back!" 2 seconds.
Unfortunately, the ditch was connected to a sewer outlet. We were covered head to toe in... Anyway, I assume that's why you thought we had dark clothing on.
No wonder Yinshu said she had to cover her nose.
Anyway, thankfully, Mr. Luocha was passing by and dragged us back to dry land. It took all his strength, I'll wager. A thousand thanks, kind stranger. Without your bravery, we'd never have gotten out of that ditch alive.
No, sir. That if you ever need anything, and it's within our power to help, you can count on us.
Even it's beyond our power to help.
That's too kind of you. It was nothing, really.
Nonsense! You went out of your way to...
Don't worry about it. You should head back home now. Take care.
No! We can't thank you enough!
Oh, one moment, both of you. That sewage could well contain harmful compounds. I'm something of a doctor. Let me give you a prescription. Make sure to use the medicine and get some good rest. There you go.
I don't know what to say. Sorry to trouble you. We'll take our leave now.
Watch your step. Wouldn't want to find ourselves in another ditch now, would we?
Here. That's the prescription he gave us.
A paper flower? It's beautiful.
That's right. He wrote down the prescription and folded it into shape.
A man of romantic sensibilities, one might say.
The paper looks familiar. Can I open it?
Of course. We'd already opened it when we showed it to the pharmacy.
We were planning on handing it over to the Realm Keeping Commission. We suspect it's probably our best chance of tracing him.
We can take it off you. We'll let you know when we find him.
Let me see. Of course!
What is it?
It's the title page of the Angler Mystery. The prescription's on this side, but on the back there's... Huh? So that's what this is all about? Take a look yourself. The immortal spoiler? Some people just want to watch the world burn.
I'm starting to think the Locha we envision doesn't square with the real one.
So he paid for the book and tore off the title page to protect people from the spoiler. He must be a fan of this book too. I knew Angler Mystery fans couldn't be bad.
This place is rich with the sweet scent of flowers. Can we stay here for a while longer?
Welcome to Dreamscape Sands. Are you ready to experience Miss Black Swan's dreamscape? Please go to Oh, yes. Maybe a little one. Right. Mention something before she went.
The nature of this memory is special. Don't ruin the dreamscape experience for anyone else by spoiling the ending.
In my estimation, there is no question about it. This is murder.
Murder. Such a foreign word to us. The people of Penacony could never come to any harm while under the watchful protection of the family. In a dream, even if you're bashed 1,000 times with a hammer, at worst, you'll still wake up in reality in a hotel.
Not necessarily. Even if the result does not constitute harm, the criminal intent is clear enough. You specifically came here to cordon off the scene because of the unsavory nature of this case, right?
You're not wrong. Even if there are no...
Which? Just how did you manage to convince them in the blink of an eye that we're some kind of detectives?
Just some suggestions at the memory level. If something happens in everybody's memory, then that something becomes, rather than hearing endless explanations. Would you like to experience it for yourself?
No! Hey, you can save that for the enemy.
Then on to the next order of business. Let's discuss your companion, shall we?
Memo Keeper of the Garden of Recollection. I've been watching you for quite some time. You stole a glance at me when you first entered the hotel. You followed me wherever I went inside the dreamscape. My dear, do you have a crush on me? I left a puzzle for you near OT Mall. Solve it and prove that you're capable of pleasing me. Don't leave me waiting, my dear.
There's actually more than one memo keeper who's come to Penacony. She's mixed me up with someone else. But no harm, no foul. The address that the mask gave you is right here. But you never would have thought that when Miss Sparkle mentioned a game, she was talking about wanton slaughter on the streets of Penacony. Such a direct act of provocation is enough to get my competitive side worked up too.
Madam, forgive me. I had no idea about anything she said. As I'm just a friend, helping her deliver a letter. That's all. I never knew this was actually a declaration of warfare.
What a frightened look you have. Don't worry. Since this has nothing to do with you, I won't be suspecting you of anything.
Oh, seems like I can't escape being an assistant detective.
If there's anything you'd like to know, please ask away.
Who was the victim?
An IPC employee named Shamari. Eyewitnesses reported that a tall, strong man wearing a large robe with long sleeves walked right past Shamari and suddenly assaulted him with a hammer. Shamari collapsed on the spot and woke up from the dream.
Ooh, that sounds just like Sparkle.
Any leads yet?
This is a developing case, so there aren't many clues yet. They didn't even take the weapon with them. Sounds like they're trying to provoke us.
Where's Mr. Shamari right now?
I'm afraid you can't. The Oaks came forward and calmed him down. Mr. Shamari expressed that he understands the unpredictable nature of dreams. Best not to bother him.
Oh, I'm afraid...
Swan, you're here! Mr. Coldfeet, why'd you do it?
So they can talk after all.
Don't interrupt, I wasn't talking to you. I understand Lady Black Swan has quite the intellect.
Case? Wasn't the victim Shamari from the IPC?
You're wrong, Lady Black Swan. The victim is evidently none other than the matriarch of the Goldhammer family, Miss Sparkle Goldhammer.
Oh, I guess Miss Sparkle has written herself into the skit here. And
never heard of it. Sounds made up. Sparkle doesn't sound like a real name either.
Miss Sparkle was supposed to receive 3 valiant warriors at the Goldhammer residence today. Miss Sparkle had been smashed over the head by a hammer and died on the spot. My investigations discovered that the 3 warriors were supposed to escort supplies back to their territory the day before. They narrowly escaped and barely got away with their lives.
So the 3 of them teamed up to kill her.
The case closed?
No, there can only be one murderer.
If you can't justify it, don't bother.
Got it! Those 3 were all vying against each other to be number 2.
That actually doesn't make much sense.
Please begin your investigation, Lady Black Swan. I've got the case file right here. If you want... Lady Black Swan, of Lefton is one of Miss Sparkle's chief lieutenants. Who's right then, there's Zhongshan. This last of all comes right. This guy with...
Hang on, I'm confused here. Left on? Right? Is this some kind of joke?
What? Where did you get that idea from?
Got it. But...
Lefton is one of Miss Sparkle's chief lieutenants. Who's right then, there's Zhongshan. Last of all comes right. That's all the intel we have on...
Look, an ID card.
Mr. Shamari's belongings should have disappeared alongside him as he woke from the dreamscape.
Holy moly! This hammer is super heavy!
Miss Sparkle also used it to attack Mr. Shamari.
I'm barely able to lift this using both hands! Is that all the evidence? Oh, you scared me! When did you pop out?
The two pieces of evidence that you found are related to the attack on Shamari. But there are...
Isn't that a bit unnecessary?
No.
Seems quite nice of her if...
Looks like Miss Sparkle is adding a little spice to the investigation. What's this little device here for? Could you please let me know?
Don't push it, Lady Black Swan. That's the mutually assured destruction button that Miss Sparkle also has her own button.
That sounds like both buttons can do the exact same thing.
Correct.
Oh.
Aren't you going to ask me why?
Okay. Why?
Because she is there.
This is nuts! What's this?
Regardless of why it's designed to look like the conductor aboard the Astral Express, this doll, is it connected to the case?
Have you ever heard of something called a red herring in detective stories?
I see.
That's just in case you didn't realize the engine...
I see.
You don't have to...
This notice seems...
That sounded like a story from ancient times.
This is so her style, isn't it? Doesn't look like there are...
Next, should we pin down the identity of the perpetrator? Lefton, that guy lost his hand. Remember Zhongshan's face was disfigured after the incident at the cliff? Right, I remember this one best. Right has a broken leg.
Why don't we flip the question and start by asking who couldn't be the murderer?
If you put it like that, then do you already have someone in mind? So, who remember Zhongshan's face was disfigured after the... Is that so? Oh, is... Oh, is...
Poor guy. He was seriously injured and was all wrapped up in bandages to keep his good looks safe. That would suggest that Zhongshan is not the murderer.
So, who... I remember this one. Oh, is that so? I feel like the evidence... Oh, is that so? Oh, is that so? Oh, is that... Oh, is that so? Oh, is that so? So, Lefton, that... Oh, is that...
Based on the bailiff's statement, Lefton's dominant hand was seriously injured to the point where he had to learn how to live using only his left hand. Lefton's suspicion level can be downgraded.
By process of elimination, it seems that only Right could be the murderer.
Please begin your investigation, Lady Black Swan.
The murderer is Right.
You have answered correctly!
Huh? The next puzzle?
Looks like the key to winning lies not in the puzzle itself, but in the motives behind Miss Sparkle's strange behavior.
I have to remind you that Sparkle is a masked fool?
That's exactly what I plan on doing. Right now, let's follow her train of thought and head to the next puzzle.
So why are you so focused on Sparkle's challenge? Or should I ask, are you more focused on Sparkle herself?
Make a wish. I told you, it's purely out of a spirit of competitiveness. And as a memo keeper, I also have to fulfill my responsibilities and harvest some interesting memories.
Whoa, this place is a
If it isn't the assistant teacher. Give me a hand here.
complete mess. And those two weirdos are probably here too.
There's nobody else?
Oh, Detective Black Swan and Detective Sampo! You finally made it!
We don't know what we'd do without your help.
Why are you talking like that?
Is there something wrong with the way we are talking? Deputy Sheriff, am I talking in a strange way?
Oh, of course not, Sheriff.
Huh. The skit this time is a modernist one.
Let's discuss this difficult case then.
Her again? Sparkle really is obsessed with scripting her own death.
Oh, for the laughter. If you undercut me one more time, Miss Sparkle came to the fashion store to buy herself a brand new tie. After a long time, the shopkeeper went in to see what was going on, but instead discovered Miss Sparkle's body. There were 3 suspects on the scene. Namely,
our old friends.
It's not just to aid your memory. Miss Sparkle is so gracious. Based on surveillance footage, witness...
You're too lazy to be a suspect, right?
Oh, for the laughter! Detective Black Swan, the dossiers are over here. Let me introduce the identities of these. First of all is the shopkeeper right next up. You have the merchant Lefton. Finally, there is the gambler Zhongshan. He lost a bet to Miss Sparkle, and that's all the information we have.
That won't be necessary. There's an accounting book lying on the ground.
On the title page is written Chen Katong. Is that someone's name?
This Chen Katong person should be Sparkle's targeted victim this time around. And there's the tie.
That skit before said that the deceased was strangled. Is this tie some kind of joke murder weapon?
The tag on the tie reads, only for Imperial Master Lefton. See,
that's not how you use the word imperial. So, it's just like the first case then.
Miss Sparkle doesn't want to distract your investigation.
She doesn't want to distract our investigation? What a law-abiding citizen this Sparkle is. A little stool that seems quite normal.
The footprints, which are half as big as standard, must belong to a Pepeshi person.
Perhaps it's just that this person's drawing skills are What's that smell? Why is there a smoked red herring there?
Mr. Sampo, take a look. This is a wonderful smoked red herring.
Somebody save me from this cringe joke.
Even among the fools I know, Miss Sparkle's sense of humor stands out from the rest.
Have you dealt with many masked fools before?
No, only a handful.
This clock is...
Open it up and take a look.
There's a ring inside. This is evidence too.
Because this ring was found inside the victim's mouth.
In the victim's mouth?
Hey, there's something engraved inside the ring. Zhongshan family heirloom.
That should be it.
Let's head out.
I have to thank you, Mr. Assistant Detective, but the puzzle this time is pretty strange.
Have you found out who the killer is?
Just some shallow intuition. Anyway, let's report back to the sheriff for now. Yeah.
Oh, for the laughter! Didn't think I'd be seeing Detective Black Swan so soon. Was that...
Pretty much.
You live up to your reputation, Detective Black Swan. As smart as the nest of magpies roosting in the roof of my Uncle Frank's garage.
This guy is mixing up his birds here.
Then go ahead. Who is the killer, and what evidence do you have to prove the case?
Don't worry. Let me think again.
Then please hurry up with it! Oh, for the laughter!
Pretty much.
You live up to your reputation. Then go ahead. Good. Then let us appreciate your pub. Have you this guy? Zhongshan is a card shark who used to play Get the...
This ring is a piece of evidence, right?
That's right! That's the one! What would a penniless wretch of a gambler like Zhongshan be doing at such a fancy fact? He'd stolen Lefton's tie and was just about to get away when he saw Miss Sparkle. Who could have known that Miss Sparkle would end up swallowing that ring? What a tragedy!
Is something wrong here? This is too easy.
As you can imagine, the conclusions that the evidence points to are not mutually exclusive. Mr. Assistant Detective, please feel free to point out a...
I see. Sheriff, the murderer is Lefton.
Correct, Detective Sampo.
Sheriff, the murderer is right.
Yes!
Then, right from the start, there was no murderer.
Goodness me! Deputy Sheriff, is he really a genius?
Look, Miss Sparkle has given us a puzzle where every single answer is correct.
I take it so seriously. Miss Sparkle is a masked fool, not a masked genius. Anyway, since our genius detective...
So that's it? This is just going to go on and on forever?
Then I wish you both the best. Oh yes, if you're not in a hurry, I can tell you the answers for some of the outcomes you never chose.
Just as you said, solving puzzles is all just a cover for something else. That girl is toying with us. What should we do now? Just keep getting led around by her?
Truly, Miss Sparkle is a fascinating person. She seems chaotic inside, but easy enough to understand. Like a performer on the stage or child hungering for attention. This game will be over soon. This time, we're going to catch her.
Miss Black Swan, Mr. Sampo, you're finally here. A murder in a locked room has left us all stumped.
As expected, and...
Yesterday, my assistant and I were visiting. The butler, Zhongshan, said that as soon as I heard, I knew something. The room was covered. Thinking quickly, I grabbed the art. Besides us and Zhongshan, the butler...
Presumably, Miss Sparkle is now carefully arranging the next crime scene, right? Why don't you skip all this rigmarole and just have a heart-to-heart conversation with me?
Wait up! Wait up!
Honest kid. I know where you are, Miss Sparkle.
No cheating!
Huh. Mr. Assistant Detective. You seem to be getting anxious.
No, it's... This locked room murder case is pretty fun.
Let's go. Can't keep a girl waiting, can we?
Hey, Miss Black Swan, wait up, wait up! Miss Sparkle has one final message to announce.
Ding-a-ling! Now comes the most exciting and romantic moment in any drama. The audience challenge. Everyone knows that the mighty masked fool Sparkle can change her appearance to look like others. And in this drama, the villain Sparkle has disguised herself as another character. So then, I put to you, which character is it? Also, if you're interested in the locked room case that the memo keeper ignored, you can try out your powers of deduction. I put lots into coming up with the puzzle, so don't let it go to waste. Thus, the masked genius Miss Sparkle has thrown down the gauntlet. All the clues are in motion. Happy hunting!
Miss, why didn't you just do this earlier?
Such a crude approach violates my aesthetics of memory. But as a means to an end, I need to put this aside for a more indifferent process.
Intercepting soup!
There's no weird, sweet dreams troop. Nor is there evidence strewn all over the place. We finally caught up with her. But what's that thing? A Bella Boggian trash can?
Hey! Dear Memo Keeper and Mr. Coldfeet, you made it. I didn't expect you to skip the final puzzle. That's on me. All right. Listen up. What creature has 4 legs in the morning, 2 legs in the afternoon, and 3 legs at night?
No murder case this time around?
Sometimes it's nice to take things easy.
Since it's a classic puzzle, the answer is people, right?
Wah, wah. The correct answer is Sparkle! When sleepy in the morning, she can't get out of bed. She runs about all afternoon so naturally she's got 4 legs in the morning, 2 legs in the afternoon, and 3 legs at night.
What the heck was that jibber-jabber?
What a cute answer.
Thanks for the compliment, my dear. But you can't try to fool me, seeing as you've just tried to cheat.
What do you want to know?
Ill-tidings matter. Some value, I suppose. Existence is unity.
Step up!
Strike! Melt!
Attribution will find you. Ill-fate yourself.
Eternal.
In the mood for another beating? Time to mix things up.
Destiny's hand has truly blessed me.
Ill-tidings manifest. Mountain fall!
Holy Holy smokes! What's up with this guy? He just came out swinging from nowhere. Huh? No voices? This guy's pretty quiet. Miss, let's hurry up. Flip open the lid and find the girl.
Wait. Don't move. Something's off.
Miss, you killed Sparkle. How is this possible? How can people die inside Penacony's dreamscape? In the Garden of Recollection. What did you do? You did this, didn't you? Killing people in their dreams. Only the Remembrance has the powers to do that. You planned it out all from the start because she teased you and was pranking you. You wanted to kill her. Oh, I understand. You refused to let me go because you wanted to drag me into all of this. If I don't agree, I'll end up just like she did.
There is no death inside Penacony's dreamscape. That's the promise of the family and the blessing of the harmony. There's no need to take such great pains. If you just want confirmation, I've already told you the answer, Miss Sparkle.
Miss Sparkle? Who are you talking to?
You. Sparkle has disguised herself as another character. Wouldn't that be you, Mr. Sampo?
This? Don't jump to conclusions. If you want to accuse me of being Sparkle, you have to provide the evidence. Oh.
The hint for the final question was a little too obvious.
Oh, you mean the locked room murder?
All the painstaking effort that Miss Sparkle put into it. How could I ever miss it? The key to solving the puzzle lay in two pieces of information put forward by the detectives. Based on my shallow understanding, I can only draw two conclusions. One is that the murderer did not need to create a locked room case. But, based on the detective's description, this locked room did not delay the discovery of the body. That being so, the murderer seems to have no reason for creating a locked room. As for my second conclusion, it's even more obvious still. When everyone broke into the scene of the crime, why did the assistant rush off to staunch the blood? The answer is simple. It's because the assistant detective is the murderer. At the time, I was in such a hurry that I didn't hear the whole mystery. And so, when he learned this piece of information, he realized that the victim had created their own locked room mystery. That's why he had to rush to the crime scene as soon as possible. Of course, this is just a simple mind game. The answer to the puzzle isn't important. Miss Sparkle just wanted to pass on one hint to me, which means it's you, Mr. Sampo.
Has anyone ever told you that you're more like a detective than a memo keeper?
In my opinion, there is no difference between the two. The truth does not lie. Neither do memories.
Exquisite reasoning, and very close to the truth. But I have another answer.
Another answer?
The great artiste Sparkle locked herself away in her bedroom using red paint to create the semblance of spattered blood everywhere. Was not the murderer, but rather an accomplice who assisted her in faking her own death.
What a pity, such a pity. My dear, you were so close to the right answer. Miss Sparkle's body. Sparkle was disguised as Sparkle's body. Ding-a-ling! I won!
Does Miss Sparkle's body even count as a real character?
Why not? Miss Sparkle's body appeared in all three of those skits.
It's a little bit forced, but it's fine. So, Who is this Mr. Sampo, then?
Beautiful lady, I already confessed everything to you earlier on. I really didn't know a thing.
So I've been running a fool's errand this whole time.
My dear, why so serious? Haven't you been having a great time? I have, at least. You take memories, and I get joy. We get what we need from each other, seeing as we're such kindred spirits, but also such loners. Why don't you come and work with me?
Oh? Am I understanding this correctly?
A show of unprecedented splendor is about to be staged in Penacony. If you're too late to take the stage, you can work behind the scenes. If you want to appreciate this drama, you have to stand up under that spotlight as you take the stage and watch the dancing envelop you. Come with me. This is the best seat in the house.
I don't really understand why you're so fixated on destroying family barriers. But, as I said before, a memo keeper can't help you. It's frankly above my pay grade. Also, I don't consider you a loner. Oh, I don't mean him, but rather behind you. The one who hired you to come to Penacony probably doesn't want you secretly linking up with other forces, right?
How did you know?
Memory is like the deep blue sea. But if you try to catch two fish with one cast, you might not be satisfied with your catch.
So, you mean you're refusing? Memo Keeper, did you think you could just leave?
Why not?
My dear, I don't want to scare you. You'll know the answer sooner or later. We're just getting to know each other a little today. If you ever change your mind, come find me at the tavern. That is, if you can find me. Let's go, Sampo? Sampo. Who is Sampo?
This is Bellabug, right?
I said, why not? Don't worry. Such a crude approach violates my statics of memory. So once you leave my sight, you'll be able to remember everything again. And also, I'm sorry, my dear. My dream dance partner? I've already got sights on someone else.
That's the end of Miss Black Swan's dream. I also found this dream soothing and fascinating. If we meet again, I will pack up. I noticed that the people in your dream were familiar to you. Things in our dreams cannot be trusted.
Really? I wouldn't do anything to her.
Don't worry about that, Memo Keeper. Let's talk about my thing. I've helped you out with everything you've asked, as agreed. Shouldn't you give my mask back to me now?
Since when did the masked fools suddenly start respecting agreements? Just kidding. I loved seeing that look on your face. Take this key to the tavern cellar, third barrel on the left. You never saw me. But Sampo, After all this time, what made you suddenly want to take back your mask? Let me guess. A catastrophe is coming to Urello 6. Am I right?
Well, no comment about that. But I love that line you said. If you're too late to take the stage, you can work behind the scenes. That really makes sense. Sometimes even an old-timer like me feels like taking the stage and making a fool out of myself.
If you're all out of options, please get in touch with me. I'm the kind of person who values friendship highly.
Forget it. You'll be doing me a favor if you stay away from Bellabog. After all, the elation that Miss Sparkle seeks isn't something old Sempo can stand by. Go tell Giovanni I said hi.
Fine, I'm just spitballing here. Don't take it so serious. Why so serious?
Looks like there's smoke rising in the distance. Miss Chikwe sent us a psi crane. See if you can get an aerial visual. We found it. Looks like the pilot isn't inside. If they escaped before it came down, they should still be nearby. There. That must be who Miss Chikwe asked us to save. We need to hurry.
Here, it's too
Don't worry, Miss Cheney.
As you wish. Some value existence is unity.
Stay in step. Dreams do come true.
That's all you got? Nice, like my friends. Indulge yourselves!
Life is not so built here.
Step!
Please, Cherith.
There are too many monsters. Let's hope.
Just run! These monsters can't get up.
No can do, Miss Cheney. We're not a bat. Hold out a little longer.
You two have held out long enough. Help is at hand. Cloud Knights, formation! Prepare to engage! Hold on, Tingni. We're coming to get you!
Rhythm get messed up. Let's improvise.
In the mood for another beating? Time to mix things up!
So this is the warmth of life.
Take your positions. Dreams do come true.
You two will head to the nether realm. Who's here?
That's all you got? Nice, like a good, my friends. Indulge yourselves!
Great teamwork.
There's more to life.
Let's improvise.
Step up, let's see ya. Time to mix things up.
I shall remember this warmth.
Dreams do come true.
Existence is unity.
Stay in step. Let's improvise.
In the mood for another beating? How's this taste?
So this is the warmth of life.
Friends? Indulge yourselves!
Life is not so fragile. As you wish. Embrace a new life.
didn't know the Helmmaster of the Skyfaring Commission dealt with situations like this in person.
Indeed. I should be reviewing files in the Palace of Astral. Qingni, have you...
Thank you, benefactors.
No need, Miss Qingni.
You flatter me. It was because of both of you that Qingni escaped unscathed. Words cannot express... In fact, by way of thanks...
The feeling is mutual.
Then, for now...
It was a dire situation.
You promised me, Qingni. Please excuse us, benefactor.
I didn't know Yukong had... You have a... But you're... Yukong's inner worries and... Yes. But there's something I don't understand. Yes, Anyway, let's remember, this is no feat. All right, let's...
Why won't you listen to me?
Because it's my life! You know I have the talent to make it. I can become the Lawfu's best pilot, just like you were.
Talent? Dead if it weren't for those two travelers. Do you think stealing a star skiff and taking to the skies is a show of talent? What about, did you at any moment... Do you know how many people dream of a relaxing desk job at the Skyfaring Commission? You promised me to work responsibly in your post.
I got the highest grade in the fighter, but no one even knew I had to take the test behind your back.
Behind my back? Do you really think you could have walked into the test and sat as for genius? Don't mention that word to me again. Why do you insist on becoming a pilot?
And I don't understand why. Why can anyone in the world become a fighter pilot except the Helmmaster's daughter? Don't you...
Qingni, where are you going? Family issues, despite my earnest wish that she continue in her post. Qingni is fixated on becoming a fighter. It's funny, isn't it? But when I fought alongside you, I realized there are still things that can terrify me. I'm sorry. I invited you here to gain a better understanding of the Express. Oh, I prepared refreshments for you. Please accept these gifts as thanks for saving my daughter. I'd heard that the Nameless had traversed the Starry Sea, but I wasn't prepared for how much I could learn from you.
Well, I'd heard from members of the Skyfaring Commission that you were a top-tier pilot, Madam Yukong. We'll head off now. The Commission must be busy.
On my flying ability, I'm afraid I'll have to disappoint you, Mr. Yang. The sky no longer suits me.
You two, please, wait! Thank you for saving me, benefactors. So you've experienced it yourself, benefactor. That's great. I mean, I'm happy I finally found someone who can understand me. But I've had the hairpin ceremony. I'm an adult now. I have the right to pursue my dreams.
Miss Qingni, these are family matters. I'm not sure it's my place to comment. How becoming a parent often means we become obstinate. To erode a rock, one must be patient and persistent, like water. What I mean to say is, instead of trying to prove yourself suddenly, perhaps you could demonstrate your ability to look after yourself methodically, over time.
My mom is actually a reasonable person. but she gets unreasonable as soon as I mention flying. She hid my Starskiff toys, dragged me away from the port when I stayed behind to count ships, forced me to study for ages. I did everything I could to work my way into the Skyfaring Commission. Every time I walk along Star Watcher Avenue and look up at those ships flying freely across the sky, I feel empty inside. Speaking of empty inside, so how were Mom's refreshments? I've been so angry today I forgot to eat anything. How about this? My mom thanked you guys with refreshments, so I should do the same.
Nothing in this report makes sense.
We're here! The thing about the most authentic snack on the Cien de la Fu is it's a drink. No, it's a local specialty, trust me. Here, mung bean soda. 1 can each. This thing has a bit of a unique flavor, but I love it.
Let me try. A nostalgic experience.
Oh, is there a drink like this where you're from?
No, this reminds me of when I first boarded the Express and forced myself to drink Himiko's coffee, and how my taste buds never fully recovered.
How is it? Fair? Whoa! I've never met a traveler who could down a mung bean soda like that. But I guess not everyone can accept what I like. Well, don't force yourself. Let's go somewhere else.
You know, there are a lot of mung bean soda moments in life. If you don't try, you won't know. Unique experiences are often a product of risky choices.
Tell that to my mom. Her #1 life lesson is, you can't turn back once you enter the sky. I know she's right. I know being a fighter pilot is an exhausting and dangerous job. But I still want to fly among the stars.
Why are you so dedicated to that idea, Miss Jingni?
Have you heard of the Foxian birth fate tradition? Soon after a child is born, we surround them with items that represent future destinies. If the child reaches for a jade abacus, then they'll grow up to be a diviner. If they reach for a sword, then they'll grow up to be a famous warrior. And if they reach for a toy star skiff, no, not me. My genius mom did. Mom reached for the star skiff and showed a natural talent for flying. General Jing Yuan recruited her to the Cloud Knights as soon as she was old enough. Later, she achieved miracles. One time, she destroyed 3 beast ships in a hail of Barisan anti-aircraft fire. I'm proud to be Madame Yukong's daughter.
I can imagine. A parent is often a child's first hero.
She never told me any of those stories herself. And she hasn't piloted a star skiff since the 3rd Denizens of Abundance War. She doesn't even bring up her military achievements. I used to watch her fly when I was young. Then one time, I stole a star skiff, and I tried all kinds of difficult maneuvers. Turns out I was as talented as she was. I remember feeling so happy when they took me to see my mom. There I was boasting about the flight, expecting her to laugh, pat my head, say, "That's my girl," or something. I admit, I deserve to be punished. You can't let a kid get away with stealing a star skiff. But my mom was angry about more than that.
Parents never want their children to be in danger. I think I can understand, Madam Yukong.
But flying is the only thing I want to do. I've already touched the sky. It's Mom's secretary, Miss Sequay. She just sent me a message. Mom lost one of her trinkets in Stargazer Navalia when she came to save me. Miss Sequay suggested I find the trinket and return it to Mom.
In Stargazer Navalia?
Is it really okay to bother you two again?
Indeed.
You're too kind, benefactor. The fight with the abominations was pretty chaotic.
Do you know what it looks like, Miss Qingni?
Let me think. It should be a little square thing.
This is your area of expertise. Well, isn't finding a needle in a haystack a type of puzzle solving? Your powers of perception are impressive.
A bird cage. Huh. That reminds me. Have you guys heard of the birds that live in the Everhunt Plains? They have beautiful feathers, but you can't domesticate them. They don't live long if you lock them in a cage. Come on, are you kidding? It's a trinket, remember? You think my mom would carry this with her?
It's a Devastator glaive? Is this from the battle? There were a lot of Cloud Knights.
No. This is...
Well, this is too big for a trinket.
There's more to life.
Dreams do come true.
That's all you got?
Enjoying yourself? Who's here? Some value, I suppose.
Let's improvise. Stay in step. Dreams do come true.
That's all you got?
Life is not so as you wish.
Take your position. Let's improvise.
Nice, like my friends. Indulge yourselves!
May wandering souls find their own way out.
A bird cage. Huh. That reminds me. Have you guys heard of the birds that live in Everhunt Plains? They have beautiful feathers, but you can't... Come on, are you kidding? It's a trinket, remember? You think my mom would carry this with her?
A Devastator glaive? Is this from the battle? There were a lot of Cloud Knights.
No. This is only a replica.
Well, this is too big for a trinket.
Mom always carries this trinket around with her, but I never realized there was something inside. Is this?
It must be very close to Helmmaster Yukong's heart.
Not yet.
If you...
What turned it? My mom...
I think we should try General Jing...
General Jing Yuan?
No problem. We can't help you too... Yes.
Mr. Yang, and you?
It's nothing urgent.
Yukong? I heard an office worker from the Skyfaring Commission flew a star skiff to the seat of...
We heard that Helmmaster Yukong was an outstanding pilot.
Yukong Hurst, but naturally. You are... If you wish to dispel Miss Qingni's curiosity. Oh, this is a divine
This object has been stored inside Helmmaster Yukong's personal trinket all along. She thought it might be a way to find out more about Yukong's past.
This object is no ordinary trinket. I'm sure you're both familiar with the 30 years ago. We were greatly outnumbered by the abominations of abundance. Had the Rainbow Arbiter not descended and destroyed the enemy's assault with their sky, such divine objects were... Yukong is a survivor of that war.
I don't have any other questions.
I do not wish to speculate on the reason, but however, perhaps it is not my place.
Thank you, General.
Mr. Yang, you jest.
Let's go. We should...
You're here. Mm-hmm.
You too?
Well, we... Really? Anyway, did you find anything out from General Jing Yuan?
Did Helmmaster Yukong never bring this up with you?
I was always curious about her past. In the end, I realized... So she doesn't want me to fly because she remembers the pain of losing her friend.
I can't guarantee that's what she's thinking.
You're right, Mr. Yang. I remember watching her handle a document with great care before she filed it away.
Do you still remember?
Vaguely. Of course. I love work. Mr. Yang.
Yo,
We can use this one.
Miss Qingmi, I don't think the two of us should be reading your mother's diary.
It should be fine. This is from decades ago.
No, I still think I shouldn't read it.
Fine. Is it really that big of a deal? I understand. I can tell Mr. Yang is a principled person. Let's read it together.
What is the meaning of this? The Helm Master's daughter bringing Outworlders in to sneak around? What do you have in your hands? Let me see. How dare you read Madame Yukong's personal diary?
Mr. Yang Min, please, calm down. Let us explain.
I see. Qingmi, I know Madame Yukong's position on you becoming a pilot is tough for you to accept, but she has her own concerns.
I understand, Mr. Yang Ming. I want to know what happened.
I've been here for a long time, Qingmi. Miss Tsai, I remember her. Her husband, Mr. Guang Yuan, was a pilot, but when it came to pilots, your mother was the best match for her. It was tragic when Tsai died soon after. Tsai's death was a big blow to Madame Yukong. As her subordinate, surely I should be concerned with her mental well-being. If Madame Yukong is unhappy, how can I be happy?
Where are Miss Tsai's possessions stored? Thanks for telling us all this, Mr. Yang.
You're welcome. I suppose you're going to go through Madame Yukong? I can understand your position, Qingmi. Please don't tell your mother that you saw me today.
Got it.
You're a cheeky one. Hurry. Madame Yukong will be back soon.
My mom keeps... That's the selling point of this desk. There are hidden compartments on the left, right. Got it. This looks similar to Mom's diary. So, I was adopted? I suppose I've always had a feeling. But now I know the truth. Don't let that child touch the sky. Is this why Mom refuses to let me become a fighter pilot? For a pilot, the most important oath before departure is the promise to bring your comrade back. Mom didn't manage to bring her comrade back. So she vowed to prevent me from setting out. I never thought my dream would put Mom in such a difficult situation. I feel a lot closer to Mom after reading this diary. Can you come with me one more time? Yes.
You're all done? I see. We're here to help, but she and I really shouldn't interject when...
It's okay. I understand. When Mom feels down, she usually goes to take in a view of the Jade Gate. She should still be there. Let's go find her. Mom?
Qingni, why are Mr. Yang and they here too?
Miss Qingni kindly agreed to show us around Starskiff Haven. She mentioned she was trying to mend things between you, but was feeling shy about it.
Thank you. I must apologize for the trouble my daughter has brought you.
Mom!
All right, it's getting late. Let's talk once we're home.
Actually, I want to talk to you about something right now. I want to become a fighter pilot, no matter what.
We've talked about this many times.
But...
Seems like Miss Qingni is a little hesitant.
I thought Mr. Yang said we shouldn't interject. What should I say? This divine object is a testament to Yukong's devotion to the hunt. Still, it doesn't... Qingni remembers... Qingni's birth mother... Still... It's clear that Yukong suffered great...
Is that... I understand now. I don't expect to gain your forgiveness.
Mom, what are you talking about? I'm your daughter. Our bond is bigger than forgiveness and reason. I'll listen to anything you have to say.
Just like you, I once longed for the sky. I know what it feels like to fly through infinite space, to be surrounded by the vast expanse of nothingness, with unimaginable splendors looming in the distance, to float like a single leaf in the fathomless stellar sea. Sai was like that too. We're friends since childhood. We flew starskiffs everywhere. We soon became the most elite fighter pilots of the Skyfaring Commission. You never knew if the friend next to you would make it back alive, but those are my best memories. System space all clear today. Great weather for flying.
We're engaging the main Borisan fleet this time.
Huh? Sounds like maternity leave knocked the wind out of your sails.
Oh, shut it. I think you're just excited because you haven't flown with me for so long.
Of course I missed you. The galaxy felt smaller without you in my cockpit. Say, Sai, really didn't think you'd come back. Do you really like flying star skiffs that much?
You bet! But given the choice, I guess I already touched the sky.
The mind is mysterious. It was the last time I spoke to Sai. Sai?
Thank you. You go.
Sai, she's your daughter. You'll be able to tell her yourself, do you hear? The rescue's almost here. Stay with me. Sai? Sai? When I climbed out of the burning carcass of the star skiff, I looked up into a clear sky. It was the most beautiful sky I had ever seen. But all I could feel was unbearable pain. I sunk to the ground and gazed up helpless in my dream. That was the day I died.
Mom, this is the first time I've heard you talk about this. But I won't hide from it. I'm not afraid to walk the same road as her. If my sacrifice can bring happiness to the citizens of the Xianzhou, then I'm ready for it.
You are so very similar to Tsai. The more outstanding you became over the years, the more fearful I turned. You know, the cruelty has never claimed victory. But do you know how we won that war? The war that took away Tsai and the lives of hundreds of thousands of fighters.
The Rainbow Arbiter's divine arrow.
Yes. The mighty blessing of the Rainbow Arbiter annihilated all abominations. What purpose did our sacrifices serve? Under the might of an eon, the sacrifices of ordinary creatures are but a joke. We are nothing. We mean nothing.
Mom.
But I never should have allowed my fears to compel me to make decisions for another person. I brazenly interfered with your choices. I am sorry. That is my failure as a mother.
Discord
Mom?
Jing-Ni?
Miss?
Thank you. All right.
Actually, I want...
Seems like...
I thought Mr. Is that I don't...
Mom?
Just like you to fly we soon. You never does them.
Mom, this is but I won't hide from it. I'm not afraid to walk the same road as her. If my sacrifice can bring happiness to the citizens of Xianzhou, then I'm ready for it.
You are so very similar to Tsai. More outstanding you became over the years, more fearful I turned. No, the cruelty has never claimed victory. Me, Tsai, your father Guangyan. Do you know how we won that war? The war that took away Tsai.
Rainbow Arbiters.
Yes, the mighty blessing of the Rainbow Arbiter. If crushing our enemies was easy under the might of an eon.
Mom.
That I never should have allowed my fears to compel me to make decisions for another person. Brazenly interfered with your choices. I am sorry.
Mom, you don't need to apologize. Really, you don't need to.
I'll take you to fill in the paperwork tomorrow. You'll start as ground crew, like Tsai did. I believe one day you'll make an outstanding fighter pilot.
I'm not. Huh? Really? Thank you, Mom.
I was afraid of you following in my footsteps, and more afraid of you taking after Tsai. But if this is your choice, then I'm willing to support you.
Mom, I have one last request.
Tell me.
I want to fly with you at least once.
I'm afraid I can't. I won't be flying anymore.
But why?
Because I already touched the sky.
Take caution. Some people may try to blend in and infiltrate.